Gary, thanks for dialing in, man, to speak to me this morning. And one of the reasons why I asked you, because really, how long ago was it you joined the program?
It's probably been about 2 weeks, maybe.
I was thinking 3, maybe heading into the 4th week.
I'll just check my diary. Yeah, I think it's almost 3, maybe.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, about 3 weeks.
3 weeks, fantastic. And look, the reason why I wanted to sort of get you on for a call this morning is because, look, mate, since obviously a lot of guys come through this program, and as I said to you the other day, I think that the start that you've made is exemplary, so to speak. Really happy with the progress you make, but so impressed, mate, just by your attitude to learning and doing the lessons and doing them all, by the way, which is also fantastic. Mate, just for the people who are listening in, can you give a basic, not too much detail, mate, but a rough idea of where you were and what led you to joining the program?
So about 3 weeks ago, so there's been this process where I'm sort of in the middle of a liquidation of the company with a major portion of it anyway, and it took me that was a battle to get myself to do that, to realise that that was it. That I had to let go of something I built because I scaled too big too quickly. Lesson learned. All the greats have been bankrupt, but it looks like I'll be able to avoid bankruptcy. But there was that on the cards anyway. I had a bit of a mental breakdown, and mate, I was in a dark place. I was considering some dark shit, and I didn't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, and essentially, unlike a lot of people that join the program who've seen one of my adverts, you were actually referred by a friend of yours who's also on the program.
Yeah, my mate Nick. So it was really a blessing. So I moved down south, and I'm trying to get away from this environment. And I was in a real bad place. I was going to hurt some people. I was considering anyway. And Nick was really worried about me, and he referred me to you, mate. And then I put it off because I was so
stubborn.
Yeah, and because I'm a bloke, I'm like fucking I can work this out on my own, sort of thing. But I was just sort of struggling on my own, really, not working anything out. I was just sort of battling, and it was just getting worse and worse. So, and then one night, this security light comes on across the way, and it was like fucking blinding, like right in my window. It's never happened before. And then just as I got up to shut the curtain, bang, you messaged. And I'm sitting there to myself like that night, just spinning out, going, "What happened? What the fuck was that?" And then it was the next day I gave you a buzz, and mate, that hour, I think it was an hour and 50 minutes on the phone, mate. I tell you what, that was just life changing.
Yeah, it was a good call, man. I remember it. Yeah, so, I mean, I do a lot of calls. Some I remember, and it was. You followed what I was saying. You followed what I was teaching you, and I think by the end of that call, mate, you were seeing things a little bit differently as well.
100%. And then the very next day, we had this little job on, and because I was always worried about going to work because there's just always something breaking or something this and that, you know what I mean? And it was just, you go to do a job and you end up having to pay half it out because an employee broke this or that, whatever. But anyway, so a couple of things happened, right? And then I got to use your tactics, and fuck me, I'm not surprised. So the anger came, and then when I said I'm not surprised, holy shit, I actually felt it just like dissipate. It was just like, oh, hold on a minute, that just worked. And then I was like, I'm a calm, cool, collected man, and I will be for life. And sure enough, a bit of wood had smashed a retic. It bounced off another tree, and it bounced and shot. Sometimes the random shit happens. So I'm a tree lopper, and it bounced and smashed the retic, and the retic smashed. But it ended up costing me $25 and half an hour every time. And otherwise, that would have been a major. Towards the end of the company, that would have been a meltdown for me because there was so many things happening, going wrong, and then just one person juggling a company. And anyway,
Yeah, man. Yeah,
It
and
worked.
then these are the pressures that a lot of guys out there would be feeling as well, especially if they're in business for themselves. I know with myself, it's often you're getting pulled in every different direction. When you're in the business and trying to work on the business, it gets very hard. But as I said, where do you think? I mean, you've approached this with such vigor. You've jumped into the content. You've probably done. And I think I sort of said even a month per module. You're sort of going through a module per week at the moment, which is
I'm hooked.
fantastic because you've created so much momentum. And there's some exercises in the program that a lot of people avoid or don't do for one reason or another. But you're getting in there, mate, and you're just absolutely giving everything a crack, which is so pleasing.
Well, it's just like it is the missing cog, mate. It's just like I've watched that many Jordan Petersons, ETs, all the major guys. You know what I mean? Les Brown. I've watched them all, and I've watched it, but you can watch all of them but there's these missing pieces, like the information that you get to share with me, and it's just like fuck. I've been watching all of these for years now, trying to work this out, and then it was like, mate, just doing the course, it just gives you the missing fucking links that, I mean, so I've been obsessed about the brain for a little while now.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's good that you're listening to speakers like Jordan and all the rest, and Dr. Joe and all the rest. And sometimes it just pulls it all in together. But it's almost like every time you watch a video on those sort of things, for me, it's like you're planting a seed, and it might sit under the ground for a while, and then we get the environment right, and then all of a sudden it sprouts and away it goes.
Yeah, just that little bit of information that was throughout it. Yeah, generally that's what happens. Yeah.
And nothing mind-blowing, difficult about the program, yeah?
No, mate. Nah. I mean, it's fucking mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing, mate. Fuck me,
thanks, mate.
Yeah, just I'm just hooked, mate. Like it's a couple of hours of my day every night. Like I took my computer, my desktop with me, so I didn't want to miss anything. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to, because I'm obsessed with building a perfect routine. That's part of my goals that I'm going to share with Dave. But anyway, I just, I couldn't go. I couldn't leave home without it. So
no, that's awesome, mate. Look, as I said, it's you're miles ahead where most people are at that. What is it? End of week 3 or something like that. You've probably got that third module open for you now, which is going to get into some more cool stuff as well. But look, mate, it was more or less a case of feeling that sort of approach that I think others could learn from you. You really got into it and embracing the learning, which is good. And I think one of the bigger things that separates those that get a lot out of the program is that willingness to go out and try some of this stuff, which you're clearly doing.
To test it out?
Yeah.
Straight away, I wanted to test it. Like instantly, it actually gave me the confidence because I was like, holy, I've got a few tools here. Okay, let's go and give it a crack. So I literally could not, like, I was consumed, man. I didn't want to go to work. Like, and my work ethic is like always been fantastic. That's how I built my company. You know what I mean? Like it was, but I lost it. I lost the urge, the will to fight. And then, but when I got those tools, my will to fight, I wanted to test it, and sure enough, my will's been back. And then that's why I'm just like on this roll where I've been working like 6 days straight now.
Yeah,
and I'm just maintaining and just wanting to keep testing and keep growing because it's just, man, this stuff, it totally, I can't wait to see where I am a year from now.
I can't wait to see where you are in a month, man.
Yeah.
It's really pleasing. So, mate, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on the program, man. And I think you might have known, I don't know if you noticed, but I dropped you into the group chat last night. So from there, get over that initial learning there, you can sort of start to see the other people in the program and what's going on for them. So that'll give you opportunities to connect and meet some other like-minded dudes out there who have also gone through some tough times as well. So but mate, you're absolutely killing it, Gary. As I said, so pleased the way you're approaching it, and I hope this video, as I said, inspires some of the other members on the program and possibly some people in the Plan B winners group to think about coming on board. But mate, really happy for you that you're getting some good results, and as I said, thanks for coming on board. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Charlie. No worries.
All right, mate. I'll let you get on to work, man. I know it was early, 7 o'clock for you over in WA, so probably got some things to get ready.
I'll just say something for those lads that are just putting it off. Just don't suffer anymore, mate. Just call Charlie as soon as you can. Like,
Cheers, man.
fucking get it sorted and get back at it.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely, mate. Good advice. Thanks, Gary. I'll speak to you later in the week, man.
No worries, bud. Thanks very much, Charlie.
Cheers, pal.
Legend.
Bye.
Bye.